In today's video, we're going to go over 10 signs that you can teach children to help with that communication barrier. Stay tuned. Hey sitters, welcome back to another video. It is Lydia. Thanks for joining me. And I'm here with Jamie, who is a friend of mine, who also is a babysitter of mine that works for me. Why don't you introduce yourself for the moment?
Well, as Lydia said, I'm Jamie. I am an ASL 5 student at my school after I had the opportunity to join it my freshman year. And I am going to be attending university in the fall for community interpreting.
Nice. And ASL, for those of you who don't know, is American Sign Language. And you are communicational and you're conversational in sign language.
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, so we're going to jump into the top 10 signs that we believe we've seen throughout a lot of families' homes. It's helped us in babysitting. When toddlers get frustrated or I'm trying to understand them, I truly am trying to understand them and they're not getting over to me what they're wanting, it can become a tantrum. It can lead to a tantrum, and I don't blame them. It's frustrating when somebody doesn't understand what you mean. For example, I was just at a family's house. I was babysitting. I was working with a 2-year-old, but they also have a Southern accent. So trying to understand a 2-year-old that also has a Southern accent can be very difficult. And I think sign language can help her and me both understand what she's looking for, and cut down on those frustration and tantrums. Also, families start to label or give nicknames to things that we may not know. For example, my sister, when we were younger, had the nickname .E for drink, and my parents knew that, but anybody outside of them did not understand a single thing that she was trying to say. So before I leave the house, I also try to ask, do you have any nicknames for things that I should know? But sometimes I forget, and that's where the signs come in to help me understand them. So we're gonna jump right in. The first one being drink.
So drink, it's a C hand shape with you just pretending to drink
Okay.
a cup of anything.
So just a cup, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drink.
Now, let's say the child's already handing me a cup, empty cup. I know that they want to drink, but what are they looking to drink? Is it milk? Is it orange juice? Is it water? So what are those specific signs? We'll start with water.
So water, it's a W hand shape, and
Okay.
you just tap the corner of your mouth twice.
Okay.
So you just go water.
Okay. Alrighty.
Pretty simple.
And you also have to understand these are toddlers, so their hands, their motor skills may not be there enough to make a W, but after you work with children long enough, you should get that feeling of, okay, that is what they're trying to sign, and then they get better at it over time. So water, what's milk?
Milk, it's like you're milking a cow. It's just milk.
Okay.
So it's just like a squeezing motion.
Okay. And then juice, what would be juice?
It's kind of the same as water. It's a J, but going up onto the corner of your mouth.
Okay, so it's
juice.
Okay. Alrighty. So that covers drink, water, milk, and juice. And that is usually the basics that families usually let the kids drink. I've come across mostly water and milk because towards bedtime they either drink milk or they drink water. So, okay, and then eat. What would eat be? Or hungry?
Yeah. Well, eat and hungry are different.
Okay.
So eat is a flat O, and you're just tapping your mouth, like you're pretending to eat something.
Okay.
And then hungry, it's a C shape, and you just like drag it down your stomach like it's empty, and you need something to eat.
Okay. Alrighty. And for those, you can ask what do they need, if they're hungry, and if they'd like to eat. Those signs could be used, but then you also have to know what do they want to eat. That's when I just say, okay, can you point to me what you would like? What would you like to eat? Because that way that cuts out, there's a lot of signs for a bunch of different foods, right? So,
yeah, so many.
Just having them point is, I guess, the easiest, but knowing that they're hungry helps too. Okay, so say they're in the high chair, they're eating, and their high chair is clean, they're finished eating, and they start to get fussy. There's two things. They're either done and they're bored sitting in their high chair, or they're hungry and they're still wanting more. So what are the signs for more?
So more, it's the same hand shape as eat, but it's just like tapping them together. Like
Okay.
More, I want more.
More.
And
then
then
all done?
All done, it's just finished.
All done.
All done.
All right. Okay, so those 2 signs are really helpful. Again, they don't get frustrated in the high chair. They're able to tell you if they want more, if they're all done. I've been able to redirect kids from throwing food when they're done eating to just that hand motion. It's a lot less of a mess for me to clean up. So those are really good ones for younger kids as well. And those are pretty simple. Not all of my kids, some of them, like they don't get the complete sign, but in that motion they get it.
Yeah.
And all done's pretty easy for everybody too. Okay, so moving on to please and thank you. Those are we like our manners, right? What is please?
So please, it's like a closed 5, and you just rub it on your chest. Like,
Okay.
Please.
Okay. And then thank you?
Thank you. It's the same hand shape, just off your chin.
Okay.
So, thank you.
All right. And those I like to use with my kids because I like them to say those words later down the road when they're getting older. And so, okay, so please and thank you. What if they need to go to the bathroom?
So it's a T, and they just shake it. So it's
okay.
Bathroom.
So bathroom, I need to go to the bathroom. What about, okay, so we went through eat, drink, milk, water, juice, more, all done, please and thank you. What about, and then a bathroom. What about yes and no?
So yes, it's like an S hand shape, and you just move it like you're nodding your head.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Alrighty. And of course, kids can nod yes and no. I understand that. But it's good to teach them these signs as well. And then no.
No, it's just, I like to think of it as an N-O, just like together. So
okay.
No.
Alrighty. And again, a lot of kids may have trouble with that one, but it's the idea of getting them used to it. And then the last one, some of my kids like to tell me this. Other kids hate it, but going to bed, some kids like to lead me to bed, some kids don't like bedtime at all. So if they're getting tired or they're getting sleepy, what is a way that they are able to tell me that?
So they take a 5-hand shape and they just close it, and they're just sleepy.
Okay.
So that's
alrighty. So sleepy, I'm tired. Because some of my kids, you get tantrums closer to bedtime because they're cranky and they're tired. So for them to just be able to tell me, I'm ready to go to bed, I'm ready for nap, is pretty nice, right?
Yes.
I used to walk my mom to my crib. I was so tired. Alrighty, well thank you so much for all of your knowledge. Man, I think sign language for kids is so useful in so many different ways, and I think having that, even though you may see them once in a while, but having that communication that everybody knows in the house is pretty easy.
As long as it's repetitive, like the more you sign it, usually when I'm babysitting, I just do it while I'm like giving them, I'm like more, and then I give them more, so they can make that connection of this was what it means. Yep. And it's always been helpful for me.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have ever come across families using sign language and how helpful it was for you, as well as if you've ever come across a nickname that they've used for something that just doesn't make sense. Like my sister using .e for drink. I mean, they both started with a D, but other than that, there wasn't much of a connection. Or if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.